What's going on, you guys? Thank you for clicking on our video today. Y2K is literally, it's peak nostalgia for our era. When you think VHS tapes, AOL instant messaging, I know a couple of y'all know what that is, and literally finding any excuse to hop on our bike or just go to a friend's house for no apparent reason. And with this movie dropping, the poster alone screams early 2000 vibes. And that's exactly why we're here today reviewing the movie Y2K by Kyle Mooney, and that's really just dripping with millennial energy all over the place.
The 2000s were definitely a vibe. It was that sweet spot, right before social media took over our lives and the internet was already flexing its muscles, gearing up to be the powerhouse it is today. But what are your memories of Y2K? Did you believe all the doomsday rumors about everything shutting down? Or were you just vibing with the chaos? Let us know in the comments. We're ready to hear what y'all gotta say and ready to read y'all millennium stories. Remember, this review is spoiler free to make sure it's the story you want to see. Let's check it out. Someone's on the net?
Dumbass. I use gel.
All right, let's jump right in. If there's one thing Y2K nails, it's, like I said, that nostalgia piece. This movie doesn't just reference the 2000s, it literally lives through them. And from the directing tone and, dare I say, the acting, it's all dripping with early millennial vibes. The story follows Eli and Danny, your classic underdog high school duo played by Jaeden Martell and Julian Dennison. They're navigating that social chaos of just being high schoolers and feeling like outsiders, chasing that acceptance and a little bit of love. We all look for it at times. The movie kicks off right on New Year's Eve, 1999, a literal nostalgia bomb. When the clock strikes midnight, the chaos begins, and when I say chaos, I mean they really crank it up to a whole nother level. It's a blend of that raunchy 2000s comedy, suspense, and a little bit of horror, a little bit. And I would say it really gives me that reminiscence of Superbad, almost like it meets the movie This Is the End.
Okay, where do I even start with this? Honestly, I didn't love it. It was a tad bit corny for me. And after seeing the trailer, my expectations were pretty much to the floor, and the movie kind of met them. It's not meant to be serious. At least I hope this movie wasn't meant to be serious. But with that said, the nostalgia hit me hard. AIM or AOL Instant Messenger. I mean, y'all, I was sitting in there feeling pretty ancient, okay? But the graphics, though, I don't know if this was a low budget film and so like some of the graphics were kind of like just not there, or if the graphics were meant to be making you feel like you're watching a movie made in the 90s, if that makes sense, like the late 90s. And just something like the gory, bloody scenes, it just didn't look too realistic. You'll know when you see it, if you see it. And even though I didn't really love this movie, I will admit, I was in there cackling here and there, and then there was other parts where I was sitting there like, okay, is this what we're doing here? Speaking of funny parts, y'all, there was a scene in this movie, I'm not gonna give too much, but the kids were trying to escape. They had to all cram into this little spot, okay? Now, I'm rolling my eyes because I'm like, why would you even do this? And yes, as I'm rolling my eyes, I'm looking over to my left, and Maud is literally head down, cracking up, wheezing, silently wheezing, okay? He's not trying to laugh out loud, but he is weak from this scene.
I always take notice of like who is the audience or who is this made for, and our theater was mixed of literally all ages. It seemed like everybody was finding their moments of enjoyment, and for me, like I said, the Superbad vibes all over, and Julian Dennison, to be fully exact, he crushed it. When you know the vibe and when you know like I have to get to that level, he went there, and I have to give his kudos and appreciation for it. So, and since we're on the subject, another character who absolutely deserves a shout out is the video store guy, and who actually is Mooney, the director of it. And in my deepest part of my soul, this was not acting. This was pure, unfiltered joy. And the only thing I could think about is when he was writing this, he said,
"I'll do it myself."
Now the ending, it did feel like a joke that maybe dragged on a little bit too long. Honestly, it could have worked better as an adult Goosebumps episode, or even like a throwback from Tales from the Crypt. nightmares, literally. That could have fixed maybe some of the character development issues, especially when you have the love interest. Rachel Zegler's character, she really felt undercooked, didn't really have any type of connection, and when it was time to make that dramatic jump, it really didn't matter. You just kind of want to see how they got out of the situation.
This movie, it fits perfectly in that mid-2000s teen comedy vibe, and the villains, they felt slapped together, like literal scraps glued into a plot device. Get it?
I am directly below. The enemy scrotum.
It leaves a lot to be desired. Y2K, it has its place, but I don't really see it holding up against the heavy hitters dropping this month. It's fun for what it is, but the villains and shallow moments, it keeps it from being great. So, what y'all been waiting for? What are we giving Y2K? Save for stream.
Remind me whose Netflix account we're on.
All right, y'all, it's your time. My millennials, where y'all at? Put your hands up in the chat. In the comment section. Did you catch Y2K? How does it stack up in the legendary high school raunchy comedy hall of fame? We want to hear from you. What's your thoughts, comments? You liked it, didn't like it, you're going to see it, you're not going to see it? Let us know. If y'all vibing with us this far and y'all on this journey with us, hit that like button. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications so every time we upload, y'all don't miss nothing from us. Okay? Please. And thank you. Because we got a lot more coming your way. All right? And we excited to share with y'all what we got. All right, my beautiful people. As always, we love y'all. God bless y'all. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. And until next time, let us go to the movies for you. Bye.